Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Olivia, and today we're diving deep into a topic that affects millions of Americans: the implementation of the Social Security Fairness Act and the ongoing efforts by the Social Security Administration to process benefit increases and lump sum payments. This new law is bringing significant changes, and while progress has been made, there are some important considerations, particularly regarding potential delays. The Social Security Fairness Act, which was signed into law in January, is a landmark piece of legislation. Its primary goal was to eliminate two provisions that previously reduced Social Security benefits for many individuals: the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. These provisions historically impacted people who received income from public pensions that did not require the payment of Social Security payroll taxes. Essentially, if you had a public pension but also paid into Social Security through other employment, your Social Security benefits might have been reduced. This act sought to rectify that. This new law affects a substantial number of people, nearly 3 million individuals, according to the Social Security Administration, with another source mentioning 3.2 million people when including future and past benefits. Who exactly are we talking about? The affected groups primarily include teachers, firefighters, and police officers, along with federal employees covered by the Civil Service Retirement System, and even those covered by a foreign Social Security system. It's important to note, however, that not everyone in these professions will see a benefit increase, as about 72% of state and local public employees already pay Social Security taxes and were therefore not affected by the old provisions. Additionally, beneficiaries of the Railroad Retirement Board are also set to receive adjusted annuity payments. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, has been working diligently on processing these changes. As of recent updates, the agency has already processed about 91% of the cases related to this new law. Another source indicates that over 2.5 million retroactive payments have been processed. This is a remarkable achievement, especially considering that at the start of the year, the SSA had indicated that affected beneficiaries might have to wait more than a year to see their payments adjusted. The agency credits the use of automation to help expedite these payments. White House spokesperson Liz Houston also stated that the SSA has already expedited over $15.1 billion in long-delayed retroactive payments to over 2.3 million individuals using automation. The benefits themselves can be quite significant. Individuals affected by the act may see monthly Social Security check increases ranging from very little to more than $1,000 per month. The Congressional Budget Office previously estimated that these changes could result in higher monthly payments ranging from $360 to $1,190, depending on individual circumstances. Beyond the monthly increases, affected beneficiaries are also receiving lump sum payments that date back as far as January 2024. These retroactive payments began issuing around February 25th, with most eligible parties having seen their new monthly benefit increases starting in April, reflecting March's benefit. For each beneficiary, the monthly benefit increases and any back payments are processed together. If your benefits have been adjusted, the Social Security Administration will send you a mailed notice explaining the changes. However, not all cases are straightforward, and this is where some concerns arise. The SSA is now prioritizing the remaining complex cases, which could not be automated. There are approximately 200,000 to 900,000 of these more complicated cases that require additional time for manual record updates to process both the retroactive and new benefits. These cases may involve individuals with unique circumstances, such as eligible beneficiaries who have recently passed away, in which case the SSA would likely try to issue the lump sum payments to survivors. Others might be affected by overpayments, requiring the agency to seek reimbursement for excess sums. Additionally, there are individuals who are now newly eligible to apply for Social Security benefits as a result of the law, and they may need to file an application, with the application date potentially determining the benefit start date and amount. As of late May, the agency had received over 200,000 new applications since the law passed, and 87% of those have been processed. The challenge lies in the prioritization of these complex cases. Employees at the Social Security Administration have expressed concerns that, while focusing on these complicated cases, routine services for other beneficiaries might be delayed or even lead to stopped checks. This includes simple changes like updating a mailing address or direct deposit information, or fixing issues with Medicaid billing. These potential delays, employees suggest, could be the difference between receiving a check or not. Drew Powers, founder of Powers Financial Group, highlighted that this new directive, combined with staffing cuts enacted by the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is creating a backlog. DOGE, which was created in the early days of President Donald Trump's second term, has aimed to cut 12% of the SSA staff, with some employees accepting early buyout offers. The SSA has, however, refuted these claims of widespread delays, with an agency spokesperson stating that, quote, SSA is not setting aside or deferring work as it prioritizes the SSFA cases, and that, quote, there have been no disruptions to service, unquote. Despite this official stance, employees on the ground, some of whom spoke anonymously fearing retribution, indicated they have been verbally instructed to prioritize new claims, appeals, and Social Security Fairness Act cases, potentially neglecting other work until our workload focus is lifted, expected around July 1st. This situation has led to increased phone wait times and extended waits for in-person appointments. Alex Bean, a financial literacy instructor, advises current beneficiaries who need to enroll or make changes to start the process as soon as possible and be prepared to wait. In terms of leadership, new Social Security Commissioner Frank Bisignano committed during his confirmation process that the processing of these payments would be finished while the weather is warm, demonstrating a strong commitment to expediting the process. Looking ahead, David A. Weber, a former Social Security Administration executive, has suggested that Congress should consider asking the Government Accountability Office to audit the entire implementation process of the Social Security Fairness Act. Such an investigation could evaluate the final administrative costs for processing these benefit changes, including manual cases and new claims, as well as the value of public inquiries. It could also assess whether other crucial agency work was sidelined while these benefit changes were being processed. This kind of oversight would provide valuable insights into the efficiency and impact of such large-scale administrative changes. So, while the Social Security Fairness Act is bringing much-needed financial relief to millions of public service retirees, the process of implementation is complex, involving both automation successes and manual processing challenges. For those still waiting, patience is key, and proactively checking your information with the SSA is always a good idea. The ongoing discussions about staffing and priorities highlight the critical balance between efficiency and comprehensive service for all beneficiaries. That's all for today's episode of Financial Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to stay informed about your financial well-being. We'll see you next time.